Hello everyone, I'm Umberto Rispoli.
李寶利2屆意大利冠軍騎師，在港累積過百場頭馬。Hello， 大家好，我係 Sabrina。今集錄音闖蕩嘅衝線背後咧，身旁就有義籍型男李寶利啊，同我哋傾下偈㗎。Hello, Umberto.
Hello everyone.
Hello. Actually, I was very excited about today's interview because you are obviously one of the funniest jockeys that I have ever met in my life.
Thank you.
You are always funny and you have a sense of humor, so I'm expecting a very interesting interview.
Let's try to do it.
Okay, so actually you have already been in Hong Kong for quite a couple of years already. The first time you came here, that was 2012?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember what happened at that time?
Actually, when I received the call from the club, I was in holiday. I was in Kenya, and I was so excited. And I received this call from the jockey club to have only short-term 2 months license, and I was a surprise because like everybody tried to came to Hong Kong for a short term, and it's always a competitive place. Of course, my request was no easy. Thinking like the club is gonna choose me for 2 months, but I was very excited and I was very happy.
I remember that you actually had pretty good results back in that year. You have 6 winners in a very short period of time, just a few months, right?
Yes, it was tough at the beginning because for the first three weeks it was very hard. I didn't have any winners, so then I got suspended.
You got suspended in the first few weeks.
Yes, it was the 4th or 5th meetings, I think. And after I come back from my suspension, I had the 2 winners on the same day. And after that, it was just like breaking the ice and have a winner. And of course, the best day of the short-term license was the last day, which I won the Queen Elizabeth.
We'll talk about that race because obviously that's a Group 1, and that was your first and only Group 1 by far in Hong Kong, is it?
Yes, unfortunately, yes, it's only the one and only.
There will be more. Can you tell me more about that horse and that race?
I always classify El Roriship as the best horse ever ridden in my life. Power, class, such a nice horse to ride. I had the chance to ride him in Japan a few seasons earlier, and that's given me the chance to ride him in the Queen Elizabeth.
Before you came, did you do any preparation work?
No.
No.
I came blind, like...
I'm coming.
Yes. Hello, I'm here. But, everybody was talking about how tough was Hong Kong as a place to ride winners and almost find good horse to ride. I remember my first time when I've been here, it was with Andres Suborix. I can say he helped me a lot. And after, when I was here, it was very excited to ride jockeys like, Douglas at that stage, he was the champion jockey. Zach was the rising star, and then there was Gerald and Olivier Deleuze, Brett Preble. It was very, very tough.
What about trainers? All these years, which trainers that actually supported you the most?
I will say then Dennis Yip and Ricky Yu, probably since the day one with Mi Choi at the beginning, they really supported me a lot. And after I had the chance to ride some nice group race, I was always had the pleasure to get call from John Size and John Moore. Casper give me some nice winners, so I can't complain about anyone.
I'm sure trainers like you too. Well, I remember you were injured back in 2016. Mm-hmm. That was, the season just started. It was October. Do you still remember? Because that would be a big challenge for you, obviously.
Yeah, actually, my first injury in Hong Kong was in 2012.
Okay.
When I received a call from Tony Miller to come and ride Ambitious Dragon, and the race after the Queen Mother, I had the fall, and I broken my scaphoid. I was supposed to be out for 2 months, and I was pretty fast, and I came back in 17 days. Probably the worst one was in 2016 in the accident Happy Valley when I broke my knee. Sometimes I'm happy about how I am because I never cry on myself, so I was fighting hard and try to come back as soon as I can, and it was quite a record time to be back in 2.5 months with both ligaments broken on my knee. So it was a tough, but with the nice support of my family, I was able to come back early. But that was a tough, because even for me, it took me so long time to win a race again, and it was very hard to find good rides. You know, it was exactly the time when the season started to be very competitive. Good races coming up, jockeys already fixed on good horses, and it was very tough. And after 180 something days, I got my winners back. It was funny because I received a call from Mr. Sides, and he said, "Did you free this race?" I said, "Yeah." So I pick up that horse right called, and he rise me up, and he give me a winner. And that's after that winner, I was able to finish the season with 15 winners, which was not bad.
Family was very important for you to overcome everything.
Always.
Yeah,
always.
So I know you're from Italy, and
Yes.
obviously you have been racing in Italy before.
Yes.
You have been racing in Hong Kong for a couple of years. Have you been to any other countries?
I had the chance and the luck in my life to travel all around the world. Japan, Germany, Dubai, England, all around the world. And I learned a lot from it.
People always say that Hong Kong racing, the environment and the race courses and everything are actually very different from a lot of places. What do you think?
Oh, they're absolutely right. It's completely different. It's the most competitive place for a jockey in the world. You have to find a good horse to ride. You don't have an agent, so you have to work the form by yourself. It's a handicap system. It's very tough. The draw is very important. Ride for the good trainers is very important. Ride on the right horses, it's very important. So that's what makes Hong Kong very competitive.
So which is your favorite country that you have ever raced before?
I will say UK probably is a very nice ride races, like pace is always on, horses are tough, the best horse win the race. So it's less tactical.
And do you think there are any similarities between Hong Kong and UK racing?
No, for me,
not at all.
No, for me it's completely different.
So Hong Kong is actually nothing similar to any other world.
Sometimes
any other part
I
of the
would say
country.
then, you know, in UK you can probably have that few strides, then you can miss the chance. You lost the momentum. In Hong Kong, if you lost the momentum, you will never catch up. And I always heard from big jockey, once you left Hong Kong, you are a better jockey. You are more sharp. You can see things happen half second, even 1 second faster than the others. So it's a place then you have to be sharp.
So Hong Kong is that competitive, and there are so many good jockeys in Hong Kong. How do you overcome all these challenges?
Probably, you have to be honest with yourself. You are not afraid about jockeys around you, but you respect them, and it's very important. But in your mind, in yourself, you believe that you are able to compare with all the jockeys around here. So you must have the respect from top jockey, from the number 1 to the number 30 in Hong Kong, because it's like this, you know. Even sometimes when you think then that jockey can be less better than the other one, but sometimes he can win the race, and sometimes in the race you prefer to follow the top jockey, but even the top jockey can make a mistake, for sure. We are humans.
Yeah, talking about the best jockeys, you know, Joe Moreira, he has returned, and a lot of jockeys feel affected as well. What do you think?
Not at all. Joe is a good friend. You know, if it wasn't Joe, it was someone else. What are people thinking? Joe has come back, he can pick up this, he can pick up that. But today he's a retainer for John Size, and, you know, his priority is John Size. Well, everybody would like to ride for John Size, to be honest. I'm happy that he's back, so he doesn't take me anything.
This season, actually, I can see that the number of winners is actually not as much as before. I think maybe it's a matter of luck, because I can see there are a lot of seconds, there are a lot of plays, actually. What do you think?
I wouldn't say I'm doing bad at the moment, but this season I didn't have so much chance like last season to ride favorites, and at the moment the luck is not on my side, but I wish the luck is going to come back. But this doesn't stop me to work hard and try to find some good ride. You know, it's very important to have support from the people, because Hong Kong is a place which a jockey needs a strong mind to be here, because when you don't have a winners for a couple of weeks, can work on your mind, and you start watching back the replay, what I mistake, what I'm doing good, what I'm doing wrong, what I should do, what I shouldn't do. So it's very important to keep at least 1-2 trainers. They keep you, give you confidence and support you for all the season. That's very important, but at least in the bad moments, because in the good moments you can find rides everywhere, but on the bad moments is there the moment which you have someone really helps you a lot.
Last question for now. What do you think is the most important criteria or the most important quality that we have to find in a jockey?
I always learn from all jockeys. The best jockey is the one mistake-less. You need to be calm, you need to be quiet, you need to think. And at the same time, when things goes wrong, sometimes you too much in a hurry, you mistake, you find the wrong spot. So the temperament, I think, in Hong Kong is the priority for a jockey.
Okay, thank you, Umberto. Let's stop here for a while and we'll talk more about your personal life later, okay? 咁啊呢集就同李寶利傾到呢度先啦，下集翻嚟咧講多啲啦，佢點樣入行同埋佢嘅生活啊。
嗱，我覺得咧上得去 Top 5嘅話咧，都一定係啲馬壇明星啦。不過我覺得係時候要歌頌一啲無名英雄。
咁你覺得有邊啲嘅無名英雄係值得大家去歌頌一下嘅咧？
其實係幕後英雄至啱啊！我哋再嚟過，我突然間清醒咗。